speaking of space shit, did y'all catch
Space shit.
Did y'all catch the launch?
No, the moon launch. I did not.
Yeah,
I saw after the fact.
We watched it April 1st. It took a lot of convincing for the folks at work to convince me it was not an April Fool's joke.
Seriously, why did they launch? I know for specific launch windows, they would have had to wait like another 15 days or something.
So
But you launched it on April 1st, and you want to convince people we went to the moon?
Yeah.
Bad plan.
So I pulled it up on my
I've
phone.
seen endless videos.
We had 5 minutes to launch. Well, we all sat there and watched it. It was neat. It was really cool.
So
and I was like, shit, something fell off.
Yeah, so we currently have 4 astronauts in space. I don't know if they're doing another lap around the moon or they're already on their way back.
They're on their way back, I
They
think.
broke the distance record of the Apollo mission.
They went way fucking far out on their slingshot, but I didn't know if they were going around more than once or not.
Nope, just once.
Oh, yeah, because now the sensors and
But they're coming. They're
cameras are way
doing that
better.
in preparation for probably
moon base.
Yeah,
Moon base, so we can start harvesting the moon and building shit of moon rocks, and then we have a nice Lagrange point to fucking launch shit to Mars.
Oh, great! So that's a lead up to another bad movie I've seen.
Which one?
Nazis on the moon.
Oh, I was more about the rock. I was more about the rock spiders on the moon. Apollo 18. Have you ever seen that? It's a horror movie. It's about the final Apollo mission.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason why we never went back to the moon is because we figured out what was there. But it's a terrible movie. Don't get me wrong. But it's an okay little space horror movie. But the thing is that one thing I didn't know, 'cause I heard about this last night. They're doing it so that they can start mining the moon. And we got to get there fucking first because our next launch is 2028. So Artemis 4 is in 2028. The Chinese have already announced they're trying to get to the moon by 2030.
Okay.
So we have a new space race to whoever can land and start conquering first. Yay. Hopefully we don't alter the mass of it too much to the point that it
goes away.
Yeah. And then all of Earth dies.
All of Earth dies. No more tidal shifts. Nothing.
Yeah, it'll probably coincide with the magnetic shift of everything anyways.
Yeah, the Mayans were off a little bit.
Actually, I'm okay with the moon getting further away. I'm not good with it getting closer. Getting closer is much worse than it going away.
Well, losing mass, it's going to get further away. It's going to drift.
It might.
What happens if they start actually making it spin?
The moon does spin.
Yeah.
The moon actually spin. I learned this argument during a live stream. I didn't know. I thought the moon was tidally locked. Technically speaking, the moon is always facing us, but it is doing that because it's spinning at the same amount of time. I was like, wait, it's what now? And then I realized it's like, wait, and I stupidly said this out loud. I admit this. I said, yeah, they call it the dark side of the moon because it never gets sun. And then I forgot about the fact that clearly the moon passes between the Earth and the sun. I was like, fuck. I was like, so wait, we could get daylight pictures of the dark side of the moon if we just timed it right.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we still went when it was dark, supposedly.
So they're still afraid to get pictures of that.
I guess. Or maybe they did. I don't know I don't know what phase it was in when they went around it. Maybe there's no dark side when it's out there. It's only dark from our point of view.
Of course.
Well, they also call it the dark side because there's a communication blackout. Like nothing's getting through the moon, and we haven't bothered putting satellites around the moon for some fucking reason. I don't know why we couldn't do it. Because we're going to need relay communication satellites between here and the moon anyways.
Yep. So anyway, we got Moonbase Alpha coming soon.
Nah, probably going to be Moonbase Gamma because the first two already failed. As long as we build a museum on the moon and actually we take in all our cool shit that we left there, like the flags and whatnot, that should be sun bleached to fuck by now.
Mm-hmm.
And all the rovers that we left behind.
Lunar museums, that'd be neat.
Yeah. Look, here's all the cool shit we left here. Instead of looking at facsimiles on Earth and go, wait, how do we get it back? We didn't. This was the other one that didn't go to the moon. They're like, wait, didn't we recreate the moon landing in Hollywood? Yes. There's no other excuse for that. That was a recreation. Like, well, how did they send back the footage? They brought it back with them. It's like, but they left the camera on the moon. Yeah, it had a tether cable. It was part of the anchor. They left it behind, and they had a tether cable recording inside the lander. It's like, well, who pushed the button? The guy inside with the button.
They planned ahead.
They planned ahead. But the other thing is that the whole reason why we didn't bother going back to the moon, I don't know if you guys have heard this, was that basically our missiles got better We proved the point that we can launch somebody all the way to the fucking moon, and we can leave something behind that can easily launch from the moon. So let's not fuck around, because they're talking about moon base artillery, effectively. So you can launch very easy from the low gravity of the moon, and then you have the gravity of the Earth to increase impact.
Oh.
So, but it's so fucking far away, and it would take so much effort to launch a counter missile by the time it got there. So that's why they're like, we proved the point. Now we don't need to go back.
Yep.
We already looked at all the rocks. That, and when we talked to the people inside the sphere, we said, okay, yeah, we'll leave you alone for now. You ever seen Moonfall?
No.
Oh, you would love it. It's a terrible movie. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Is that the newer?
It's new. It came out about 5 years ago. Yeah. So the moon literally starts falling towards Earth, but it's where they launch something at it, and when it hit it, it rang like a bell, because the moon has never been the moon.
Nice.
The moon was the spaceship that brought humanity to Earth, and it terraformed Earth, and then left humanity there. And then since we lost all of our history, we forgot we were supposed to actually hop back in that spaceship once humanity reached a certain level.
So the moon was the ark.
The moon was an ark.
Essentially.
It was an ark, yes. Because original humanity, on whatever fucking planet that was, they built a giant AI system that turned on them. Go figure. And when they figured out they couldn't beat the AI, they fucking left. And then the AI has spent millennia hunting down the remnants of humanity across the universe.
That's a malignant AI.
Yep. And then basically once our technology got to a point that we sent a signal out, it went, there's a what now? And then like it started coming at us. And as soon as the AI probes came to Earth, the moon activated and started sending down signals to get humanity to come to it, because the only solution was going to be on the moon.
Oh, dear.
But then, of course, it is called Moonfall, which means we get a literal scene of the moon nearly hitting Earth.
Nearly.
Nearly.
It was a near miss.
It was a near miss.
Was it a near hit?
But if you want to see some really stupid shit, they have to get to the moon somehow. But Earth is getting fucked up, like full-on Armageddon. But they said they can't launch the rocket because the only thing, they stopped going to the moon. They got rid of all the fucking main spacecraft we had. So what are they going to do? They resurrected everything they could. They found a fucking, like, I forget if it was Endeavour or one of the space shuttles, strapped it to the fucking old-ass rocket. And they're like, we don't have enough fuel to launch this fucking thing. And they're like, well, the moon's coming close. We only have to get so high, it'll pull the fucking thing up. Basically, once the moon was overhead and the world was flooding, they launched the fucking...
They used great bad science.
Yes, it's horrible science. And literally launched from inside a tidal wave to get to... You'd love this fucking movie. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. And Halle Berry is absolutely terrible in it.
Really?
Terrible. She doesn't give a shit. It's a paycheck. It's on Netflix. Go watch it.
Okay.
Moonfall.